Hey everybody, it's Mama. Welcome back to Mama's Odi Tarot. So, someone asked me to do a deep dive on MGK, his rise to fame, his music career, early personal struggles, current struggles, future predictions, all that good stuff. So, let's get it. Let's jump right into it and not waste any time. I started off with his public persona versus his inner true nature. So, hopefully, y'all can see everything. All right, public persona. Frog, bone in reverse, ankh, and cat in reverse. So his public persona is very closed off, I would say, with this cat coming out of reverse, where he doesn't really, he's skittish. He don't want to be touched. He don't want you to come near him. He don't want you all in his face and all in his business. He's kind of a more cool, sneaky cat. He's an inside cat, a black cat, as far as his public persona. And we also have Frog, though, on the other side. So it's kind of like, not contradictory to it, but it makes it seem like he's always in these sticky situations. He's always in trouble. He's always doing something bad. He's always in a situation where he's not in a good light, where his reputation is being damaged. So as much as he tries to be an inside cat and keep his business under wraps and be quiet, all of the sneaky stuff that he's doing behind closed doors seems to keep coming to light, regardless. And so, yeah, his public persona with this frog, I was about to say frog again, with this bone in reverse, tells me that he don't have a lot of friends, he don't have a lot of family, he don't have a lot of people around him, further emphasizing that, he's more to himself. And then we have Ankh. So this is the only thing that's contradictory to everything else, because this is the only one that feels like a positive thing with the Ankh here, where it's like, he loves his family. He cares a lot about his family, as far as like, his daughter, his children, things like that. He cares, and that he's this godly good person as far as his public persona, but everything else kind of looks real sticky. So it's like, I wonder about him. He definitely has a mysterious vibe about him, where people want to know what's truth. Is he a good person, or is he a bad person, as far as what they've seen and what his reputation is leading them to believe? Like, he would seem like somebody you would want to stay away from and be careful with. Or is he just misunderstood? With this, cat coming out of reverse, is he just misunderstood and he's been through some things and he's just a mysterious, quiet person who we don't really know the truth about, who likes to keep his personal business and his family business and all of that stuff to himself. So that's what it is as far as his public persona. Let's see about his true inner nature, his true personality. Okay. We have Hag, Stump, Tooth in reverse, and Mirror. So this tells me that he could be, I'm not going to say fully, but at times he can be a little bit egotistical, a little bit narcissistic, because this card, I remember it came out kind of sideways. So he has his moments where he's in his ego self and he thinks he's just the SHIT, and he just thinks he's so amazing, beautiful, and perfect. So he struggles with, ego and self-sabotaging and being too much in his, thinking he's the ish, like, type of vibe. And so sometimes that comes back to bite him, because he just thinks he's so awesome and amazing and great. And there's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes, like I said, it borders on narcissism and him being selfish and doing things that will really sabotage his own life, because he feel like because it's him, it's going to work out in his favor. But sometimes it doesn't. And I get that, because I'm also looking at this Hag. So this tells me that he is his kryptonite is women. His kryptonite is ladies. His kryptonite is these witchy women, these bad women that's no good for him, that he keep allowing, in his life, to keep running all over him and doing bad things to him and making him make bad choices, because unfortunately he has a vice when it comes to women and making bad choices when it comes to women. This also tells me that he has certain unhealed mother wounds and childhood wounds associated with his mother that he hasn't worked through, that possibly is manifesting with these, with the narcissism and with these narcissistic women coming in his life, and these women being pretty much hags, these bitter, crazy people that he's not even expecting them to turn out to be a nutcase, and then next thing you know, they all kind of just crazy and batshit nutty, We also have Stump. So sometimes he stays stuck in his head. He overanalyzes situations, overanalyzes things a lot before he chooses to make a decision. So he might end up in situations where he stays stuck longer than he needs to be, because he has a hard time letting go of the past. He has a hard time moving forward. He has a hard time getting out of his head and just getting in his body and making a decision and then sticking to it. Yeah, we also have Tooth coming out of reverse. So he's very finicky. He's very wishy-washy. It's like he has a hard time sticking to one thing. It's like one minute he want to change, and then he goes back to his old ways. Like, he has issues with procrastination and really buckling down and doing what it is that he say he gonna do and standing on business when it comes to himself and his life. Like, it's like he'll say one thing and then do another. You know, he'll try to move on and grow and evolve and make better choices, and then he goes back to those old toxic habits that wasn't serving him anymore. So yeah, that's as far as his true inner personality. Let's see about his hidden motivations that we, you know, aren't aware of about behind him wanting to be a musician and be MGK and have a career and all that. Hidden motivations. Yeah, it was like one of those things where he felt like it was time for him to really buckle down. Yeah, it was like he really wanted to settle down and start being a better person. It makes sense. Like he does that type of thing where he'll talk himself up. Like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna come up with a planner, and then when I buy this planner, I'm gonna open it up and I'm gonna fill out my goals for the day, and I'm gonna have a to-do list, and I'm gonna do all this stuff. Like he's one of those. It's like he woke up one day and was just like, this is what I'm gonna do with this bell. It's like he just had this bright idea. Like, I know how I'm going to get money, and I know how I'm going to, you know, improve my life and get better and evolve and change and be this better person and really settle down and be the man that I'm supposed to be, is by having a music career. Like, his hidden intentions was he was hoping that this would make him be a better person, that it would cause him to stop being so foolish and selfish and making bad decisions and only caring about himself with this pipe, making crazy decisions, being around, you know, crazy people, always dealing with disturbing events, coming, you know, having to hear about things, drama, chaos. He just really was trying to evolve with this moth. And he felt like if he, this is also talking about his codependency issues and how he clings and how he has a problem with, you know, his vices, and kryptonite is women. So he felt like this is also a way to improve his financial situation and actually with his, get women to actually give him his flowers now, because he felt like women was playing in his energy before, but now if he got the money, he got the accolades, he got, you know, this good reputation, he's all in the spotlight, he's that guy with the sun, like, then there should be no disaster anymore. He could avoid fire now. He could stop having disastrous situations when it came to women. Like, he would be able to, women would actually finally respect him, treat him good, love him, take care of him, because he got money and he got fame. So you're gonna play with MGK. You might have played with him when he was a regular dude, but now that he's this big guy, you're gonna give him his respect, and you're gonna treat him good, and women is gonna be nice to him, and he, you know, that's kind of what his motivation was to change up his behavior and evolve and grow, but also to change his reputation and change how people perceived him and have women looking at him in a better light, and stop destroying his life with this comment, and, you know, really be able to avoid those disastrous situations with this fire coming out of reverse. He thought it was gonna bring him all the peace and happiness that he was looking for, all the ladies, the luxurious life, the soft life. Like, he just thought this was gonna be beautiful and perfect, and it was gonna be amazing, and he was just gonna be this rich, you know, millionaire who got all the women. He was gonna be a Hugh Hefner type. But let's see. Okay, driving force behind his career, you know, and how he became MGK. So how he became MGK, and then the main driving force behind him really blowing up and becoming a household name. It's bad, but still, hopefully in a way where y'all can. I'm hoping y'all can see everything. But let me move it over here. Hopefully that's it. Excuse me. Okay, so he was trying to work a normal job with this toilet labor, bring home the bacon to his house, take care of his family, take care of his baby mama, his children, all that good stuff. And unfortunately, with his bad health, he kept messing up. He kept making bad decisions. I don't know if he was out here thieving, stealing, robbing, with his thief being out here, taking from other people on some Robin Hood-ish. But either way, he was making bad choices. All right. He was not making good choices. I don't know if he was ending up locked up and things, but he realized that he had to grow. He had to do better. He had to actually start bringing home the bacon, taking care of his family, taking care of his children, taking care of everybody, and, you know, getting a house, and, you know, like I said, that soft life that he was looking for. So because this was bringing a lot of concern, I don't know if it was, you know, not just because of his everything that he was going through in his personal life. I think it was also affecting his self-esteem, right? He was starting to become insecure. He was starting to become just like stressed out and overwhelmed, and started viewing himself in a negative light. So he felt like, you know what, I just got to put in work. I got to put the hard work in. I got to keep trying, you know, whatever I got to do to get myself on the forefront and become this guy. And with this concern, high honor, great fortune, and community, it's like he knew that there was a possibility that he that in order to be, successful and be a big musician and be this big rapper, that he would have to capture the hearts of the community, right? He would have to capture our love. We would have to view him in this high honor and want to like him and give him his flowers and treat him well and salute him and treat him good and everything like that. And that's how he was going to get his great fortune and get his money. So that's what he was concerned about, because he was like, man, this is not easy. This ain't gonna be easy. This is gonna be difficult. So I'm wondering if with this bad health and thief, he chose to do something dark. Okay, make a real bad choice in order to get it. Let's see, what was the driving force behind his career? The Hermit in reverse. Yeah, he went off of his spiritual path. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The Hierophant in reverse. Yes. Oh, God. He another one with a deal with the DUVIL and attached himself to the bloodline in the darkness. Part of that family. Okay, because we got the Hermit in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, the Hierophant in reverse, and the Three of Cups. So this is basically saying, yes, he went against his own better nature, his own better judgment. He was going through a lot of ups and downs, and he chose to put his life in the hands of these people, to trust them, go off his spiritual path, and attach to the bloodline with the Three of Cups. See how they all partying and, drinking, toasting. Let's have a toast to the douchebags. Let's have a toast to the assholes. Let's have a toast to the scumbags. Every one of them that I know. Let's have a toast to the jerk-offs that'll never take work off. Baby, I got a plan. Run away as fast as you can. I don't know why that just came to me. But yeah, he's one of those jerk-offs, all right? That's a part of that stuff, and doing that stuff. And with this Queen of Swords in reverse, it's like he was tired of these women treating him bad. Eight of Wands in reverse, he was tired of losing women. He was tired of experiencing pain when it came to love. He was tired of hearing his baby mama, his family, all the women running his mouth. Oh, you broke, boy. You ain't got shit. You ain't got nothing. You ain't never gonna beat nothing. Like, it was that kind of vibe. And he was tired of it. Okay, he was like, you know what? I need something more. I need to get my head screwed on straight. I need to be the King of Swords. I need to get my money right. I need to, I gotta just do what I feel is right. And he thought that this was a good decision. All right, with his King of Swords, he went with his head over his heart. He didn't think with his emotions and his feelings. He went with his brain and his ego, and that was telling him to attach himself to this, because I can't do this no more with this Nine of Cups in reverse. Like, I'm so sick and tired of stressing. I'm so sick and tired of being sick and tired. He was sick and tired of being sick and tired. Like, he really just wanted things to finally work out for him. He was feeling real bitter, real angry, real cold, real apathetic towards his baby mamas. I don't know if he couldn't see his children or what was going on, but it seemed like he was always out partying anyway and enjoying his life. So, making bad choices anyway. So he was going through things when it came to, the women in his life and his children and his family and all that. So he knew he had to make this choice. And because, like, with this Eight of Wands in reverse, he didn't want to take the slow route. He didn't want to take the route of doing the hard work, putting all the effort. He felt like, listen, I need it. It's my money and I need it now. I need success. I need accolades. I need to be this guy now, because if not, then I'm never going to be happy. I'm never going to be at peace. I'm always going to be stressed, overwhelmed, and my family ain't going to be fucking with me. My girl ain't going to be fucking with me. My BM not. Like, I'm never going to have the life that I want to have and be the guy that I want to be. This, big Hugh Hefner type, like, with all of these accolades and all of, all that stuff. It's like he just wanted to live some soft, luxurious life, and he felt like attaching himself to the bloodline was the way to do it. And somebody came along and gave him some great idea, this King of Swords, and was like, you should attach with us and join this. And he was like, okay, because he was tired of the way that women was treating him, and him being a brokey and a bum, like, and the type of woman that nobody even want to look his way, really, is what it's given. So that's sad. He just went completely off of his spiritual path. I don't know, man. I get so sick and tired. Like, I'm glad there's still a few of them that's genuine. Like, I just did the one on G-Dragon, and he's very genuine, and I love that for him. But this is crazy, man, because some of these people, they be really wrapping themselves up in some nonsense. All right, so we know how he became MGK, selling his soul to the DEVIL. All right, so what were some of his early career struggles and then personal struggles? Let's start with career. Early career struggles. Message of concern. Privileged lady. Pathway. Thoughts. Main female. Adjudication. His baby mother. Message of concern. Her being like, bro, what are you doing? Do you know that your daughter has school tomorrow and do you have the money so that we can get her back to school things? Like, that's really what it was. And him, you know what I mean? I guess she didn't see the vibe. She didn't see the pathway opening with this privileged lady in pathway. She didn't see it. She didn't see him becoming the person that he, ended up becoming. And it's like with this message of concern, he's constantly trying to convince her or convince these other women that everything was going to work out and he was going to be that guy, but they did not see it. So, it seemed like this main female, there's one main female, because you got a privileged lady a main female, it feels like the one that he has a baby with. That's why she's a privileged lady, because she has a child with him. She has that privilege of being, that woman in white to him. And she was like, yo, I don't believe that this is all going to work out. And she wanted to, she was getting sick and tired of him with this message of concern, all right, and thoughts. It's like, either you going to marry me, be the guy that I want you to be, like, figure it out for your family. Like, he was in between a rock and a hard place when it came to her, because she wanted everything to work out right then and there. She wanted the marriage, she wanted the family, she wanted the money, she wanted him to have all his shit together and get it together, be smart, evolve, change, make better decisions. Like, this is her whole thing with the message of concern. She was tired of running his phone down, tired of constantly arguing, going back and forth with him, begging him to be better and choose her and do right by her and all of that stuff. And so that was the main obstacle when it came to his music career, is that he had her running him down and not believing in him and not seeing the vision. She eventually, wanted to move forward and leave him. And he had to pretty much get it out the mud without her. What about his personal struggles? Truth, partnerships, and love. I can't make it up. Survival and judgment. Listen, the woman was tired of being in survival mode. She finally was honest with him and told him the truth. All right, like, yo, I can't do this no more. I can't make this work no more. I've been trying, begging you to work this out. Get us out of survival mode. Get us some money. Get us a house. Get us everything that we need so that we can take care of our children and build our family and all that. And she's like, I got a lot of love for you. Yeah, I want to marry you and I want to have a future with you, but I got to call judgment. It's time for me to call judgment on the situation. Tired of arguing and fighting and bickering. Like, she started looking at things from a higher perspective. And she was like, the truth is, this is not going to work anymore. I got to go my own way. I got to go my own way. Like, she was like, I got to do what's best for me and what's right for me. And right now is to stop dealing with your false hope and your promises. I know you're tired of your promises. She was tired of it. Like, I'm tired of the promises and I need the truth. And at this point, listen, I'm doing it all on my own with the survival. I'm doing it all on my own. And then you out trying to have this career, trying to do all these things. And now I'm even more on my own, trying to work it out, take care of the baby, take care of the child, like, do all this. It was too much. Too much work. And I think also, as far as personal struggles that he was going through, insecurity, judging himself very harshly, not giving himself grace, and taking his time when it came to his relationships and his music career and what it is that he was doing, like really just taking it one day at a time and being patient and knowing that it takes faith of a mustard seed in order for him to grow, that he was supposed to stay on his divine path and not do anything else, that God would judge him harshly for. Like, he was in survival mode. He was in a lack mindset, and he really needed this. And so he aligned and partnered himself with some dark stuff. And God is saying that he made an incorrect judgment here, that he should have stood in his power and his truth and stuck it out. Had faith of a mustard seed and know that everything was going to work out for him. But he didn't. So I think internally he was struggling with the fact that he know he did something wrong. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he couldn't give himself. He rejected himself very harshly because he knew he did something that he had no business doing. All right, let's go ahead and continue to currently. What is he working on? What is he working on currently? Is it music? Is it acting? Like, what's he doing? Oh, boy. Boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. God. I didn't even realize so many of these cards came out. Wow, look how so many of these cards came out of reverse and stuff. I thought all of my cards was upright. But, okay, so what is he currently working on right now? We have the Eight of Pentacles and the Four of Cups in reverse. He ain't working on nothing. He's in this bitter, cold-hearted energy. He's not putting in no hard work towards nothing. It's like he's still stressed about something that's not working out for him. Like, he's trying to manifest new beginnings, but it ain't working out. He ain't manifesting nothing new. He ain't getting no new offers. He's not working on any music for sure. He's not getting any new offers at all when it comes to any type of financial opportunities with this Ace of Pentacles coming out in reverse. He's not. And what this devil is saying, that he's still in his toxic energy, making bad choices, making bad habits, and he's upset. Yeah, he's upset because he's like, bro, I done put in all this work. I'm doing all this demonic, hedonistic stuff, and I'm still not getting no new opportunities. I'm still not seeing no growth. That's why he's this person that's all cold and apathetic, because he's like, where's my new opportunities? Where's all that? When I feel like this is what I should be getting. But Ancestors is saying that he hasn't been putting in no work at all. The Eight of Pentacles coming out of the right. It's like he's waiting on somebody else to come make it a reality for him. He's not only is he, not going to no auditions, he's not writing no new music, he's not thinking about working on no creative projects, he's not doing anything. He's partying. There's Seven of Cups. He's hanging out. He's thinking about all enjoying the fruits of his labor. Sleeping around with different girls, going on vacations, drama, chaos, fighting, like all of this different stuff. Strong-arming people, doing what he want to do, spending money. These are all of the different things that he's doing. Just out here like a damn, just behaving stupidly. I'm not going to have to speak out, just in his ego and pride self. Doing what it is that make him happy. And with this Nine of Swords coming out of reverse, they saying that he's going through a lot of in a turmoil, but he's distracting himself with the partying, with the hanging out, with all of the things that he's doing. Yeah, he's stressed because he like, damn, I need some money and I need some new opportunities. I gotta get it together. Like, he's in this heavy like mindset right now, real greedy and possessive when it comes to his finances. But because of the situation right now in terms of the Eyes Wide Shut crew, looking at this Five of Swords in reverse, he ain't doing what he sold. He ain't doing enough. With the Seven of Cups, it's like they still, we need more, we need more, we need more. He's not doing enough. And even though he's trying to pretend like he's happy, cool, calm, and collected, under the surface, this man is going through. He's stressing out. He's stressing out. He's stressing out. He's feeling real stressed out. He's in a lack mindset. He don't know where he's going to get his next dollar from. It's a lot of drama and chaos happening around him. Enemies working against him, like I said, in terms of the Eyes Wide Shut crew. And I don't know if he's, trying to turn his back on this or what, but it feels like he's not listening. It's like, we want you to do this next step. We want you to get this done, and you're not doing it. So, yeah, he's not working on anything right now. He's just going through a lot of stress and chaos in terms of the powers that be and the that's what I got. All right, let's see about his current music struggles and current personal struggles. Current music struggles. Oh, my God. Oh, no. Oh, no. For entertainment purposes only, you guys, my psychic downloads, what I am seeing in the cards. Current personal struggles, we have mature man in reverse, child journey, and wealthy man. He's stressing about, taking care of his daughter, making sure that his daughter make good decisions, that she don't end up in those bad situations with this journey here. Like, they don't end up causing obstacles for her, harming her, taking advantage of her, doing anything bad to her, just for the sake of him becoming this wealthy man and being attached to this. It's like, it's almost like that's the next step for them. They want him to attach his daughter to the agenda, and with this mature man coming out of reverse, he's like, oh hell no, that would be a very, very foolish decision. He's like, I enjoy being wealthy, but I'm not that dumb that I'm gonna let my child go down a certain road and involve herself in this path. He's like, I'd rather be poor. Okay, he's like, I'd rather go back from being a wealthy man to just a poor man there, a poor regular old man that nobody knows and not an official person, and be in despair before I allow myself to do something dark to harm my child, to harm my children. Like, he's just not willing to do it. And whoever this official person is that is causing despair for him and causing stress and sadness, they're telling him that he's going to end up back in poverty, and he's going to be broke, and he ain't going to be in the spotlight no more, and he's going to lose his wealth if he don't open up these pathways when it comes to his child. And he's like, well, I guess I'm gonna just be in despair because I ain't doing it. He is not listening to whoever this official person is. No. He's like, I do not want to, like I said, that's the only way for him to up his ranking and mature and grow in within this crew. And he's saying he's not willing to do it. So that's his current music career and acting, and all that. His fame struggles because he's not willing to do anything dark involving his children, or do any sacrifices involving her, or have her be strong-armed, or have her be in the spotlight. Like, he's just not going for none of that. So that's what the issue is in terms of that. Personal life struggles currently. We had 6 of these that came out. Unconditional love, divine mother, and victory. Listen, it's the fact that he actually spent time pouring time into his child. His current personal life struggles is that he just now got to a good solid place with the mother. Unconditional love and victory. He just got to a good place with her, with his child's mother. Like, everything is good, okay? And he felt like he don't want to damage that. He don't want her in the spotlight. He don't want his family in the spotlight, his baby mother. He don't want whatever it is that they're trying to do involving them, his family, his child's mother, and his child. He's not trying to do it. He don't want to be involved in it. And he feel like they just got to a good place of being happy, and he don't want them in the spotlight. He is very much not willing to take that risk. All right. He is not that deep into his shadow self. He's like, I might be, desperate and needed money, and I might have had low self-esteem, and, at the time, couldn't see a better future for myself. And yeah, I left myself unprotected with this guardian angel Michael here. He's like, but I'm not willing to take a risk and damage my other family and damage the rest of my family. Me, I gotta be the only one that go down for this, because my family is innocent. They did nothing. They've been nothing but be there for me, help me, be around for me, bring me happiness, prosperity, and joy. And I'm not willing to take that risk of damaging their life and harming them. And I won't let y'all. That's what he's saying, because he just got into a place of everything being good as far as his home life, his family life, and he just wants to keep it that way. All right, like he with this imagination and inner child, it's like, bro, he is not willing to damage his child's inner child, her imagination, damage her mother, harm her mother. He's not willing to do any of these things. Okay, he's just not, and he don't want to see them using his daughter in no type of creative way to promote any kind of agenda like how they doing with Kanye and stuff. Like, he's just not going for it, and he's not having it. And because he's not willing to be that dark hedonistic person and be so much in his shadow self in that type of way, He's that's why his career is not going good. That's why he's not working on anything. That's why he's not getting no new opportunities. That's not why he's not seeing no progress. Like, this is why he's not seeing anything good. It's because he's not doing that devilish stuff that they want him to do. He might be out partying, hanging out, doing those type of things, but he's not involving himself with them as far as what it is that they want him to do to increase his ranking. So he's stuck right now. He's at a standstill. Remember, stuck didn't come out as far as his inner true personality. He is very much stuck right now because he's in between a rock and a hard place. He cannot move forward because although he wants money, yeah, and he want to be able to take care of his daughter and provide for her and do everything for her, and he just got back to a good place with his child's mother, he refused to go back to go down that dark road, go down that dark path and be in his shadow self and harm. Oh, I'm looking at this card. No, it's dark stuff. It's bad stuff, and he's refusing to do it. So that's just is what it is. Let's go into his love life. What's going on with his love life? I asked about what it is that he's looking for in terms of a love partner, and how has love treated him in the past. So let's see, what is it that he's looking for in terms of a love partner? Okay, so we have yes and distance. So he's looking for somebody that's gonna trust him, right? With this luck is on your side. That they still gonna believe in him, that they could go to distance, that they could go to future, even when they don't see him, when he's not around, like when he might be physically or emotionally distant. He wants somebody who's always gonna choose him and say yes and go to distance and go the long haul and not want to give up on him so easily. We also have guardian and confession. So he wants somebody that he could talk to about things that he's hiding, things that he's keeping secret, that he holds near and dear to his heart. He wants somebody that he could truly be vulnerable with, open up to. He doesn't want any lies. He wants honesty and truth between them. Okay, he want to talk about with his guardian his past loves and the things that he's lost, and all of the heartache and pain and sorrow that he's been through. And he wants someone that's gonna protect his heart with his guardian and protect him and always be true to him and never leave him. We also have vacation and health. So somebody who you could vacation with, spend a lot of time with, do fun things, travel, always help him to make good decisions with his health and not go back to that. It's like, which I don't think that you should look to another person for that, but he is looking for this person to kind of help motivate him to always be good and make good choices and make healthy decisions and not do bad things. Like, it says health issues could arise, so he's really looking for somebody that is not going to damage his health or, lead him back to that codependency where he is in that ladies man energy. He wants somebody that's going to make him settle down, literally. Like with this vacation and health, like make him put an end to all of his toxic ways and bad ways and just make him want to settle down and be with them forever and never do anything outside of that, outside of being with them. And then we lastly have spy and challenges in reverse. So someone who's always going to want to get to know him, who's never, who's not going to be quick to just believe what somebody else say and be quick to believe, all of the naysayers. Like, no, come to me, ask me, be vulnerable with me, like ask me questions, anything that you want to know. Someone who he could, I guess keep his eye on, and they'll keep their eye on him, like, just spend a lot of time together, be around each other, and then overcome any obstacles and challenges together. And like I said, not just be believing what other people got to say, like really trusting in each other first and keeping their union between them, and possibly even keeping it in the dark and not letting it be in the spotlight so that nobody in the media or nobody in the public could try to damage it or ruin it. Just really keeping it protected and to themselves. All right, so that's what he's looking for in terms of love. How has love treated him in the past? He still carries a lot of resentment from his past with this shovel and orbiculum. It's like, oh God, I just hit. Yeah, that's how true it is. I just hit my elbow. He don't let stuff go easily. He don't really find any of it funny. Like, he's very, very bitter, okay, in terms of insecure in terms of what he has been through in the past. And how there's some people who's like, oh no, you just gotta let things go. And then there's those other people like water sign placements who be like, no, when it's up for you forever. Once I hate you forever. Like, this is the kind of person that MGK is. He don't never let go of no past hurt or resentment or anything that anybody has done to him in the past. He carries that shit with him. It bothers him with this harp and shovel. It's like he'll keep revisiting the past, keep revisiting past heartbreaks, things that people have done to him. Like, he always is out for revenge. Like, he don't care if you did something to him. If you told him he was ugly when y'all was 13 and he see you at the age of 29, he gonna be like, you don't remember when you called me ugly on July 1st 1995 at Briars Elementary School. I don't know. I'm just making up anything. Like, you don't remember when you said that when we was on the playground? Like, he'll still remember that shit. He don't forget nothing. Oh no, he don't forget. He carried that with him. He got a lot of animosity towards his past, heartbreaking pains in the ways that people haven't protected him. He's been through some real shady situations in love with this umbrella, like shady people, cold-hearted people. But to me, it's kind of telling me that, he mirrors that with this orbiculum here. You're getting what you put out. He has those narcissistic tendencies. Remember, the golden mirror came out when he has narcissistic ways, and then he's wondering why he's dealing with other women that's cold-hearted, bitter, hanging around, sleeping around, always looking for somebody new, with this lighthouse in heart, always looking for a new lover, looking for the excitement, the fun, sleeping with different people. And he's having to find out that this person is damaging his heart. But he also has a vice with that, with this pitchfork, where he cannot help sleeping around, doing these type of things, and then when he get caught, it's a problem. And then he got to, like, he be in these toxic relationships with women where they both cheating on each other, and then they stay and they stick it out and they try to work it out. But it's like, bro, why are we here together if we both cheating, we both toxic, we both codependent, we doing dark stuff? Like, and like, it'll be one of those situations where the woman will know better. The woman will know better, and they'll see the red flags about him, and they'll still get in a situation with him, in a relationship with him, because deep down they know they're the same. They just as bad. So it's like, shoot, he cheating. Little do he know, I'm cheating too. He lying to me, and I'm lying to him. Guess we both ain't it. Like, that's the type of situations that he be in when it comes to love. So that's what he's dealt with in his past. And also, this is also telling me that, the one woman that he really wanted, he never got her. He got a one that got away for sure. And that's why he can't stop burying those feelings. He's still harping on that one specific woman that got away, the privileged lady, which is his baby mother. Like, it's clear. The baby mother, he another one like Aaron Pierre, still caught up on his baby mother, wishing that he could have worked it out with her and been with her, and she don't want nothing to do with him no more. So I said, is he currently dating? Fire sign, manifest, and honeymoon. Yes. All up deep in his passions with this fire sign, sleeping around. Tell the universe exactly what you want, and then he go out and get it with this honeymoon phase. Always in these honeymoon phases, probably sleeping with different people every night. To be honest, with every couple of nights, he got all kind of lovers and friends, he got all kind of those that he's dealing with. He's all deep up in his passions, and he likes to have sex. He likes to, for entertainment purposes only, get busy and sleep around. He be going on vacations with these girls, taking them on trips, like sleeping around. Yeah, he passport bro. That's what it's giving. It's giving passport bro. It's like he really be out there living his best life. All right. What is his main love blockage? That he don't protect himself. Ugh. Oh my God. He don't wear protection. I'm gonna tell you that right now with this sage. He just be having unprotected sex. That's a main blockage that they say that he needs to start protecting himself. That he might end up in a lot of emotions and feelings right behind him having something that he can't return back to sender. That's gonna be something that's gonna be stuck with him. So they saying that his main blockage is him not having his emotions in control, him being all over the place emotionally, being so greedy when it comes to love, always wanting to sleep around with a bunch of different people, with this octopus, like just always got his hands in different people's parts, like just all up in it, and he can't stop, and that's going to be a real issue for him. Okay, and that's what's currently blocking him from love. Like, and then we also have Fetus and Diamond, him getting a new beginning and stop being so insecure, him letting the past go and shining. It's a new dawn, it's a new day. All right, he needs to move forward and move on with his life and stop living in the past. They telling him that the main thing that's blocking him is that he cannot let go of his baby mother. He can't let go of the past. He can't let go of his past heartbreaks and things, and that's all holding him back from shining brightly and having a new beginning when it comes to love. But I don't care. That man is I just feel like, why would you sign yourself off to the DEVIL just because I get it, you wanted to help your children, you wanted to help your family and all of that stuff, but like they say, you should have been patient. So now it's like, with you getting love, I don't care. Sorry, MGK. I don't care whether or not you end up overcoming all of your circumstances, or whether or not you end up, all right, with that gift. With this diamond, he just might get that gift of something permanent that he can't get rid of. Okay, and it's like that will be the consequences of his own actions and the mistakes and choices that he chose to make for his own life, that he know he shouldn't have made it. He should have been thinking more clearly and making better choices. So that would be on him. But let's see. I lastly asked about future predictions. 3 different future predictions for him. So we have shame, discipline, new life, and self-control. The future prediction is that he's still, oh my God. And mind you, I asked about love specifically, is that he's going to be in a lot of shame and not giving himself grace for the fact that he has a hard time being disciplined and staying with one woman and sleeping and not sleeping around and not having self-control. Like, it's coming out that he has issues with self-control right here. His higher self has been trying to teach him to be more disciplined, calm it down, all right, and do what it is that he needs to do to have a new beginning and have a new life. But they're saying that he's going to continue to struggle with this. And with this new life, divine mother, bro, he gonna get a rude awakening with this trumpet and key and arrow. He's gonna get a rude awakening with this poison here. And that's gonna make him wanna have a new life. That's gonna be the key. That's gonna be the smoking gun to wake him up and be like, oh no, I gotta stop playing. Because he's going to have something permanent. That's what they're saying. It's going to be karma. Oh my God. Poison, Saturn, and shield. This is going to be karma. And he's going to learn that he got to protect himself with the shield here. That he's got to protect his physical health and his body and wrap it up and use condoms, because he's going to end up with something permanent. He is with this Saturn. That's going to be his karma. That he going to end up with something permanent, and that's going to be the key to him, getting the wake up call with this trumpet here and starting to get this new life and make better decisions with this arrow. Because, ooh, y'all, damn, that's messed up. But this is what got to happen so that he can get the wake up call and get himself under control and have this new beginning and focus on listening to his guidance from his passed on grandmother. Like, that's what it feels like. He's getting ancestral guidance from the women in his bloodline, and they're telling him to be smart, and he's not listening. So they gotta tap him in the shoulder so that he can start making better decisions and stop deceiving himself with his deceit. Oh my God, I can't make it up with physical body. He has to take care of his physical body, bro. I cannot make it up. They like, listen, we understand that you don't like being bored with boredom coming out here, and you like being this bravado warrior guy. You think you're this charismatic, beautiful guy, but I'm telling you right now, you're going to want to fight. You're going to be pissed. You're going to want to fight whoever this person is, MGK, when they deceive you in this type of way to where you got something permanent and they damage your physical health and your physical body is what I'm seeing here. I don't know if you're watching the video, bro, but bro, they say you gotta chill out. Sometimes boredom is the way. You don't always have to be excited and sexually and passionate and offering your heart out to everybody, because people, whoever this person is, you're gonna want to beat their ass. Whoever this person is, he gonna want to beat their ass, because they are deceiving him, and they gonna deceive him and harm his physical body. And then when he get that epiphany and that wake up call, Lord Jesus, he gonna realize he gotta focus on his family, focus on his future, making better choices, making better decisions. So that's that. Let's see about another one. This is all within the next 6 months. I meant to tell you, I asked about future predictions for the next 6 months. Whenever I ask about future predictions, I'll be talking about the next 6 months. All right, we got the Six of Pentacles in reverse, the Page of Swords, and the Sun in reverse. Oh my God. I told y'all. Something is going to be coming to light to where he's going to have to focus on his own self-care. This is also telling me in terms of his music career, he's going to be going through some painful, some heartbreak, some endings with this Sun coming out of reverse. Because there's people working against him with this Page of Swords that he's going to have to stand up against. His gossip, his lies, it's going to be all kind of stuff. They might be trying to damage his reputation and his image in the media. We might see certain articles coming out that's not even truthful. That's lies. Where they're trying to defame his character and tell lies about him because they want him going through more stress, and they want him going through more issues. So since he's not listening to, the Eyes Wide Shut crew, he hasn't been improving in his ranking, he hasn't been doing what he's told, they about to try to damage his image for real, bro, because he ain't willing to give and take with them and do what they said. So yeah, and just know it's going to be lies. Because we got the Page of Swords and we got the Sun in reverse. It's not going to be true. They're going to become fabricating lies and telling stories about his life and his personal life to damage his image and damage his reputation. But that's what you get when you sign a deal with the DVIL, man. You know what I mean? This is what you get. I promise you, bro. It's like he's aware. He knows that there is a lot of deception. He knows with the High Priestess that there's deception when it comes to his money, his finances, and that they want him making a foolish decision. They want him being in a lack mindset and being scared, being scary to where he do something dumb and leave himself and his children and his whole entire family unprotected. And his family is in despair. And he's just like, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not causing despair for my child, not for my child's mother, not for my mother, not for nobody in my family. And because he's not willing to do this, they are working hard to deceive him. They're going to be working hard against him. It's a big battle going on right now in the astrals. They fighting hard. His ancestors versus them. Like, it's a big thing because they really want to damage his new beginning that his ancestors is trying to give him. All right, like they are trying to give him a new beginning to start over and make better choices. But you got this bloodline that he attached to that's trying to have him in despair and trying to stop him from opening up any new doors and having any new beginnings. So that's what's going to be going on over the next 6 months. And then lastly, Eight of Swords in reverse, the Death card, and the Hangman in reverse. Okay, so he's going to be trying to evolve and surrender and move forward with this Death coming out in the middle, like I said. But we have Eight of Swords in reverse and Hangman in reverse. Bro, they about to put him through some shit. I just have to say it. For entertainment purposes only, like, he not going to be able to walk away from this. Like, yeah, this is the issue. This is the issue, is that he's trying to surrender and get this new beginning, but they are going to be dragging him by his boots. They're going to be dragging him by his feet, pulling him back into this. And the way that they're going to do that is by causing permanent disasters for him, causing trouble after trouble after trouble, obstacle after obstacle. Like, they about to put him through mad chaos and drama and problems, and to where he feels stuck, to where he can't move forward, to where he can't surrender and do what it is that he need to do. Like, they really want to damage his whole entire life. They want him on the outskirts, scared somewhere, or for us to never hear about MGK again, for us to never even see him make music, be in the spotlight, nothing. They want him like a recluse, or to possibly, you know what I'm saying, cause this in terms of him or his family and his life. They don't want him moving on, and they're going to be making up lies about his stability, about his life, everything. I cannot make it up. They're going to be making up lies with Move On, Liar, and Earth Sign. They're going to be being sneaky and trying to cause issues when it comes to his finances, his stability, his health, his physical body, with the Earth Sign coming out, because he knows that this is a waste of time and it's over and he wants to move on. So, wow, this is crazy. This is what I have as far as MGK, his rise to fame, his current career, and his future, predictions in terms of his music career and his personal life. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I realized I was kind of talking fast in this video, but oh well, this is what happens, right? So let me know how you feel about it. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Love you guys, and I will see y'all on the next one.